Good morning. I'm quite sleepy. My poor eye looks so sad. What the fuck? Do I get the lashes off? I don't know. Anyways, let's go. More yawns. Okay, now I'm gonna go meditate. But first, I almost forgot. I gotta make my bed. I make my bed every single morning and I make sure my space is clean. I typically just keep it clean. I maintain the cleanliness. I truly believe having a clean space helps me have a cleaner and clearer mind. It just makes me happy, so why not? Okay, so I just put some eye drops in. I cannot put my contacts in yet. My eyes are irritated. Anywho, I love this bed so much. I'm gonna wear these brown shorts I just got yesterday. Cozy, comfy, and then a little top because it's just too hot for anything else. Okay, comfy, and yeah, I love neutrals, as you can tell. I really love browns, and I just got this top as well. I normally don't wear like white colors, but it's kind of like a very light brown, and I like it, so. So now I like to do my face roller. I really love this thing. Like the face roller in the Guisha. I'm not sure how to say it. I really don't know if they actually do anything, but for me it feels amazing, so I love to do it. And I put them in the freezer so they're nice and cold on my face. And I'm giving you guys an angle that I don't love. If you've watched some of my other videos, you may have seen that I experience alopecia areata, so I have a couple bald spots in my head that shift in shape, and that one's growing back in a bit, but alas, here we are. This feels so fucking good, and it helps me wake up because it's nice and cold. And this is the Gusha thingy, and just pull that along my cheekbones and my chin line. Okay, now I'm finally gonna sit down and meditate. It feels like it's taken me so long to get to this point right now. I'm not used to having my camera in the morning and adjusting my tripod and everything. Usually I just do my things real quick and sit down and meditate. This right here is my dream breakfast. I have this pretty much every morning. It's so fucking good. It's papaya with almond butter, some cacao granola, and this morning I put bananas in. I normally don't do that. And then I sprinkled on some cacao nibs, and then I have a glass of fresh coconut water. Hello. So thanks for joining me along my morning. I don't really know what I'm doing, bro. I started filming this morning and I was gonna just stop and delete all the footage because I have so many ideas of how I could make it more cinematic and creative and beautiful and all of that. But then I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna play around with it. I'm gonna piece this footage together and create this that you're watching now. I keep returning to the intention of this YouTube experiment, that it is an experiment for me. So yeah, I'm gonna just share whatever I create in all the ways and trust that I'm gonna learn throughout the process. I feel like it's inevitable for me to really learn my style through this process as I just keep on creating. So alas, here we are. Hi. I am feeling really good today. A bit tender though, I will say. I am about to start my bleed probably like today or tomorrow. Your girl's just a little bit more emotional and slightly more irritable. Like I noticed myself feeling a bit annoyed filming this morning because I like to just flow through my morning routine, and like setting the tripod up and things just felt like it interfered with that flow. And it's funny because the video that I literally just posted yesterday, I was saying how I feel really content with where I am in life. And I feel like this still feels true in many ways, but I do notice a little bit of what's coming up is related to just kind of feeling slightly lost. And I feel a bit lost and like okay with being lost, which is why I feel like it doesn't feel like an overpowering, strong, consuming feeling. Like I don't feel like I'm resisting this feeling of just feeling like, I don't really know what I'm doing with my life right now. And there feels like a little bit of uneasiness, like not solid ground on that. A lot of unknown, so that feels a little shaky, but I feel okay with it. Like I know that's just where I am, and I'm just gonna keep putting one foot in front of the other and learning about what I want to do as I go. I've just been reflecting today a bit about how where I am now is not necessarily where I thought I'd be in the past, yet I also never really had a super solid idea of where I needed to be at this age. I did go to college and I got my bachelor's in psychology, and then I did a little bit of my master's in mental health counseling in this year before I ended up traveling. Side note, I'm traveling right now, I'm nomadic, but I was planning on going back to college and I was enrolled in the program to finish it out, but I just had a lot of hesitation deep within, and I really sat with it for a while and recognized that something in me didn't feel like it was a full yes right now. And one of the reasons being that I didn't even know, and I still don't know, if I actually want to be living in the United States. So right now I'm traveling and exploring with the intention to kind of throw myself out in the unknown and explore different parts of myself, as well as maybe seeing where I might want to live. And then I feel like once I feel more settled with that, I will know how I want to move forward. Back when I went to college, my intention was to become a therapist, and I've always wanted to do psychedelic therapy. That's something that I felt really deeply passionate about. And it's interesting because I still feel so passionate about it, and I really do feel like that is still a part of my path, yet it doesn't feel as strong right now. And just personally, I haven't really been connecting with psychedelics as much lately. The past couple of years or so, I've really been enjoying being sober and just learning about myself from a more sober space. Not to say that psychedelics are like a drug in a way. I really don't see them as that. I see them as a medicine, and I have connected with psychedelics a lot in my life. I have definitely learned so much from them. I wouldn't be who I am today without them, like point fucking blank. I have a deep love for them, and specifically mushrooms, and that is the psychedelic that I really strongly feel drawn towards working with. But I just know that life takes so many twists and turns, and just because this chapter in my life feels like there's more space between me and the whole psychedelic realm doesn't mean that that's still not a potential, because me exploring myself from a more sober space, I feel like can really contribute to the future with me showing up in psychedelic spaces. I really don't know. I feel right now I'm really leaning into creativity, and it's been something that I've felt so blocked in for so much of my life. Like truly growing up, I just held this narrative that I wasn't creative. I couldn't create, that I wasn't good at it. And I just held that narrative so strongly, and I just struggled to express myself creatively. And now I actually feel so open in this area, and it feels exciting. So I really want to explore this part of myself. I'm kind of just taking a leap into things that I never really thought I would do, like being on YouTube, honestly. When I was younger, I loved YouTube. I actually have a channel on here from when I was younger, and I made like music videos and stuff. I wanted to do YouTube, but then got distracted and veered away from it, and never really thought I'd come back to it. But I felt inspired to dive into this a couple of years ago, and now here I am. Yeah, there's many different creative things, like belly dance is something that I feel really passionate about. I really love it so much, and I'm excited to learn and see where that takes me. So pretty much I don't know what I'm doing with my life, but I also don't feel a strong pressure to need
to know what I'm doing. I've just had a really interesting way of relating to life ever since I was younger, and I just kind of don't really care as much about the norms, about where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to be doing and how I'm supposed to look. I mean, just in general, like getting tattoos and all that, like I haven't stopped to think like, will people judge me? Will they think weird about me? Like, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to express myself. So I'm gonna do it despite people having judgments. So yeah, I'm 27 right now, and by society standards, I'm sure people would expect me to have like a career right now and like a family and all of that. And these are things that I'd love to have, and I do see coming through into my life eventually. But here I am right now, just recently went fully nomadic. I don't have a job. I'm just rocking on my savings, just gonna figure it out as I go and trust in myself and trust in the unfolding of it all. So yeah, that's just a little bit about me. This book I'm reading right now that I really love, let me grab it. It's called Eternal Echoes by John O'Doul, and it's so beautiful. I really love the way he writes. It's so poetic. It has Celtic reflections on our yearning to belong, and he really dives into the relationship between longing and belonging. I've just been reflecting on it a bit and realizing that it's important to have a healthy relationship to longing, where we don't really need to shut out longing. And by longing, I really mean like this desire deep within for something more. And I feel like when we fixate on the longing, we can allow it to consume us, feeling like we're not where we want to be and that it's wrong. But when we have a healthy relationship to longing, longing can show us our potential and show us what our heart craves, you know? So just really learning how to allow myself to long, to dream, to desire more, yet not attaching to that and not taking myself away from where I am now, because it's so important to be here, like to recognize what is possible and what my heart desires, yet also just being where I am, because where I am right now is a point in which my heart had once desired to be. Anywho, I am gonna go to a coffee shop nearby and sit and journal a bit. I want to really dive back into writing poetry, and today I'm feeling inspired to do it. So it's important to follow those pulses of inspiration, really, because I feel like when we feel inspired, like it's drawing us to that which we long to have deep, deep down within, you know? Anyways, I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. I'm excited to make more videos like this. And like I said, get more creative. Like I want to make some cinematic shit. I want to throw some poetry up in this bitch. Let's see what blooms from all of this. But yeah, have a beautiful day.